Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Vibe, issue number 1. Now, as you know, this is set in the New 52 universe, where we're introduced to the New 52 version of Vibe. Now, in the original universe, he was known as Poco. Well, his name is changed to Cisco, which I think was probably for a better reason. So it starts off mainly how many years ago we see Cisco, his brother Dante, and his older brother. Just as they're walking by, something opens up, and Cisco ends up getting hit. And just then, Cisco's older brother says, "Cisco, hang on." Dante, "Pull Cisco clear. Don't be scared, we can..." And suddenly a parademon shows up saying, "For dark side!" And Armando ends up getting presumably killed. And we're introduced to 5 years later, where Cisco now has a job at a kind of hardware shop. And we see someone saying, "Do you work here or not, kid?" "Huh? Which one of these cameras is better? And don't try to sell me that crappy store warranty. I'm not stupid. The LexCorp 120 is probably the best one we have." So the image ends up blurry, and he says, "Forget it, I'll order online." And you see that Dante has pretty much not taken any responsibility in his life, and has become more and more rebellious and all that. Much like the kind of CW version. So we see them having a meal and that. They're like, "I'm not going to the casino. The last time we tripled your paycheck. That was the first time when we went. The last 2 times we lost it all. Especially you did. I need this money for college, Dante." And you can tell like Dante won't take any responsibility. He's like saying, "College again? You know I read the average graduate will have 7 careers, not 7 jobs. 7 careers. College doesn't mean anything anymore. You can't bet on a degree." So just then, like, Dante walks off in a huff, and we see that Cisco pretty much walking off until being called by a fancy car, who they need for help to avenge his brother's death. They're like, "Do you all work for the FBI or something?" "August, I said." So they introduce him to what's been going on about these metahumans and stuff. And we see that Cisco is tracking down them at a house where the parademon breaks out because mainly it lost its mother box and is just a stranded child. They're like, "Don't run." I'm not. It's just that's one of those things like the one that killed Armando. "That's not like the one, kid. It is the one." So we see Cisco using his abilities and going on to take on the threat. And just then he says, "You killed him! Kid, don't get too close! Cisco, you killed my brother!" And just then he ends up killing it, saying, I didn't. What did I do?" And so he looks on, like, thinking, "I just killed one of those things." So they point out that they want Cisco to be the law enforcement in helping dealing with any threats. So they create him in this Vibe costume. And pretty much we see the guy Cisco was talking to is talking with Mandalore, saying, "I need Vab to gain complete control of his powers quickly." So just then, like, Cisco heads back home and says, "They told me not to talk, but I need to tell somebody what happened. I got justice for Mando, Dante." So they ask, like, if it was the one that, killed Cisco's brother, but they says, they all look alike to me. What if Fab refuses to do what the JOA does? And she points out that if he doesn't do what he's told, he'll be locked in a metahuman prison. And you've got that guy from Crisis on Infinite Earths in there, and as well as Gypsy. So they pretty much have a restricted area where it introduces to the Darkseid's daughter. And yeah, this is the story. So what do I think? Issue number 1, not too bad, but I feel there could have been more of a build-up. It comes off too quick, but it's still an alright story, so it deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Review here, signing out.